It's not one of us now. I got more than I ain't subbing yet. I can't.
We are here today with two members of Team 2K TV, Danny and John, and one community member, Ebans. Welcome back to 2K TV. We are so excited to have you on the show once again. How are you doing today?
Doing good. Thanks for having me back.
In Triple Threat, you can pick your card. So which card and player are you using?
And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting... Welcome, fans. Thanks for joining us for this. And now the opening lineup for Boston. And in the front court, Brown and Tatum. White is out there with MP. And it's Porzingis in at the 5. And for Washington, they've got Jordan Poole. Sarr out there with Corey Kispert. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Carrington in at the 2 spot. Shams, we know former Wizards players have been on the rosters of 8 consecutive NBA championship teams. I mean, that is mind-boggling.
Well, maybe for Wizards fans, it gives them some familiar faces to root for deep in the playoffs. But listen, at the end of the day, the goal is for their team to make noise and for them to be on one of their deep runs in the not-so-distant future.
MP and too long on the shot. And so Poole will bring it up for the Washington Wizards. Middleton outside. Pass to Sarr. Here's Carrington. Throws it from outside.
When you can score the ball and the defense makes adjustments your way to do that, Poole has to take advantage like that.
Here's MP. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Jordan Poole picks one up. Boston shooting their first foul shots of the night here. Tom's no team is going to run off titles like Boston did in the 60s. But these Celtics have a chance to win their share. What a great start for them.
An absolutely loaded roster. Everyone can defend. Everyone can shoot. They love the versatility they have on their team, and you have to be able to play multiple positions and be versatile to play on this team. It's hard to find a weak link, and it's really championship or bust in Boston.
And it feels so great for their coach, Joe Mazzulla. I know we'll get into that down the road.
Number 28.
Great job he's done.
A young coach who has really found his stride.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Here's Carrington. Saw him with 10 points last game. Poole, no good.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him, and that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
And that's dunked by Porzingis.
And for Porzingis, gosh, the dunk looks so easy.
Takes the 13-footer, and Poole gets it to go. And Shams, nothing gets a workout like your phone. We're talking NBA. We're watching this game. We got this great group here courtside. You've got 2 phones working, and I'm sure there's a third hidden in your bag. Can you estimate how many texts do you send and receive a day? Is there even a number we can put with that?
Kevin, how many texts do you get a day related to NBA info? You're coming at me. You know the job is, it's hundreds of messages flooding my phone on a daily basis, and the screen time usually in busy seasons tends to be closer to 18 to 20 hours, but this is what we signed up for. This is what we love to inform the audience.
Oh, and I know you love every second of it. And the rejection by Tatum.
And look at Tatum turning up the defensive intensity, outworking the shooter.
They shoot again, and the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Hey, Shans, it seems like with these younger teams coming, we may be witnessing a transfer of power in the NBA. What do you think?
It's really due to the parity that we're seeing in the league, and we haven't seen this much parity in a really long time. It's wide open for teams in both conferences, East and West, to claim that top perch. We have to give the league a lot of credit. There's tons of parity.
Which I think is leading to expansion talk, correct? We've got so much talent right now, we can kind of let it ooze out a little bit to some other areas.
Certainly expansion.
MP outside. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
They got Chris Middleton. Corey Kispert is out there with Song. Then there's Jordan Poole. And it's Carrington in at the shooting guard position. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. Boston leading by 20. Stolen by Kispert. Here's Carrington. Light covering. Now the latest CBA introducing the second apron, limiting Shams what teams above the cap can do. How does that new rule affect teams?
Decision makers tell me that they're very much keeping an eye on the second apron, not only of their team, but others, and teams that will have to shed salary because of the second apron and the amount. Big contracts we're going to see teams give to players. You're going to see it at the top, but that may dwindle in the middle of their roster. But we will see a more competitive league because of these new CBA changes and less of a chance of super teams and just more parity and dispersed talent.
Do you constantly read over some of these CBA agreements? I would assume that you do, to have a full understanding of terms like the apron, like we just talked about, or all the other things, the luxury tax, all the things that make deals possible.
It's one thing to have luxury tax. It's a whole nother animal now to have the second apron. And that, certainly for teams that are deep in the second apron, that limits their ability to go make major trades, to be able to sign players for more than the minimum. And we're seeing that happen to at least one or two teams around the league right now. So how will that impact things? But certainly the CBA being 50, 60, 70 pages, that's something you pour through before every calendar year.
It is just fascinating. Wow. So, Shams, when the league brought in that 65-game played rule, it sure seemed to motivate players to suit up.
Those awards aren't just about prestige, Kevin. They're about cold, hard cash. And every summer, we're going to see records set for the biggest contract in NBA history every summer that goes by. And that certainly has an effect on players wanting to play and players being in the lineup. Now with the 65 games played rule, there is an incentive for all NBA teams and different accolades.
Yes, well said. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the last few years we saw teams giving up bounties worth of draft picks and trades for star players, but with teams now possessing more roster spots to develop prospects and about 3/4 of the tradable picks ordered by just 1/3 of the NBA's teams, we may not see so many picks given up moving forward. Kevin?
You're exactly right, David. Something certainly to keep an eye on. And Washington making a change here. Koulibaly's checked in. Here's Carrington. Score of the basket, his second of 2 attempts. Here's MP. 16 points for him. Left side, Brown. Back to MP. That shot, no good. Good defense by Poole. Shams, it's been fun. And you know what? It's been too short. So you got to promise you're going to come back and give us some more inside information on the NBA. We have loved every second having you here courtside with us tonight.
Sorry I was not able to break any big news on air this time, but you know what? My phone's ringing, so maybe next time.
Well, let me look at you. Wait a minute. Hold. That is big news! Holy cow! Come back sooner than later, okay?
Thank you.
So great to have Shams stop by. You can see his passion for the game in every word he said.
You can't work as hard as Shams does without having a passion for the NBA. It's not easy to be that plugged in.
MP on the mark with the 15-footer. MP's got 8 here in the quarter.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
Poole, no good.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Tatum dishes to MP. It's rebounded by Koulibaly. Wizards trail by 19. Poole on the wing. That one's good from the corner. Poole's got 9 points.
And just another weapon that Jordan Poole has in his offensive arsenal.
Here's MP. Banked in off the glass. And stolen by MP. Count it. MP's got 22 points. 7 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Near the three-point line, it's Poole, and no good.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is...
And so it's Boston, sitting on a 21-point lead.
The Celtics, 42.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at MP in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
On the floor for Boston, the small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. MP is out there with White, and it's Porzingis in at the center. It feels like every season, Brent, we set a record for pace in the NBA. Why do you think that is?
Well, I don't know, Kevin, if it's every team that's seeking pace, although in every coach's press conference you'll hear about them talking about playing faster and wanting to get out in transition. But that's where you take advantages of defenses most. Look, if you got a young team, open up the floodgates and let them run. Probably more success coming your way.
Here's Carrington. White covering. Offensive rebound. The kick out to Poole. No good on the three.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That is his first foul of the game. Smart's checked in for Jordan Poole.
Now into the lineup for your Wizards.
And a minute played as the second half gets going.
Smart.
Poked away. Pass to Tatum. Back to MP. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Smart.
And a chance here to check out some stats on Jaylen Brown. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's averaging 6 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. And so much of what they do on offense depends on how he plays.
Well, he attracts serious attention from the defense, and that really does open up the backside for a lot of his teammates to take full advantage.
Tatum finds Brown. MP against Smart. Back to MP. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
And so it's Middleton with it. He brings it up for the Wizards. To the middle. Here's Sarr. The second chance effort. Misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake. Celtics leading by 22. Tatum on the wing. Back to Brown. Takes the three. Rebounded by the Wizards. And Brent, talking about Saddiq Bey, he's the type of player that every team covets.
Well, you think about Saddiq Bey and where it is that he came from culturally in college. And this is a guy at his size and with his ability, you can plug in and play and know you're going to get genuine effort on a nightly basis.
And now, the first timeout called here for Boston. Great, we know players are not shy about criticizing officiating. Anything you try to change? Jordan. Improve with the way the game is called.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Carrington. Poole from deep three-point territory. From beyond the arc and then some.
Trying more and more to utilize the three-pointer. It's a good idea. That's his second three of the game. One in each half.
They've got Chris Middleton. Also Corey Kispert out there. Jordan Poole is out there with Koulibaly. And it's Carrington in at the two-guard spot. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. Here's Koulibaly. He's covered by Brown. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Boston?
A high-effort brand of defense has been paying off for them in this one. They've managed to either block or alter a ton of their opponent's shots.
The other part about tonight, you got to give credit to the coaching staff. They came in here with a great game plan, defensively locked in. They were ready for the sets. They jumped in passing lanes. They came away with steals. I mean, they anticipated just about everything.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
MP, no good. Wizards trail by 16. Pass to Carrington. And the rejection by Tatum. And he's able to get it back.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
Washington's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Poole with no one around. Bangs home the trifecta. Poole's got 10 points in just the second half.
Well, he just nailed his second three of the half, guys. I'd be very aware of that if I were the defense right now.
Brown deciding where to go with it. Outside Tatum. Shot clock at 5. The three ball. The three-pointer is right on target. And the Celtics lead by 16.
You expect Tatum to be around that 40% mark from deep. Very reliable from three.
The three from Poole. And Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. And White kicks to MP. Over in the corner, Porzingis. Outside, White. Nice ball movement by Boston. Tatum passes to MP. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Shoots the three. And White, the bucket on the assist by MP. White's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Brown against Middleton. That one doesn't go.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go, even with the defense not really a factor.
Passes it to White. Back to Tatum. And there's the pass to MP. And good that time. MP's got 4 this quarter.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Boston.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And so that moves their record to 11 wins on the year.
And they've taken control of the season series. This brings them to 2-0 with 1 game left against this squad.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for MP.
It looked like a couple times they might be wearing him down, but not the case. At the offensive end, he was just devastating.
Off target with his 3. And so Brown will bring it up for the Celtics. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. We've got 13 seconds left in the game. Porzingis passes to MP. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that'll wrap it up.
It's not one of us now. I got more than I ain't subbing. I can't keep a lookout. I got too much that I'm looking at. Bands on top of bands be falling over when my door's slam. I can't pay your bills just like he did. I ain't fine now. I was being real, not like he did. Where you find now? Put him on a leash and make him think back to everything they said. They know it's me, I don't yell. Now I got more than I ain't subbing yet. I can't keep a lookout. I got too much that I'm looking at. Bands on top of bands be falling over when my door's slam. I can't pay your bills just like he did. I ain't fine now. I was being real, not like he did. Where you find now? Put him on a leash and make him think back to everything they said. They know it's me, I don't yell. It's not one of us now. I got more than I ain't subbing yet. I can't keep a lookout. I got too much that I'm looking at. Bands on top of bands be falling over when my door's slam. I can't pay your bills just like he did. I ain't fine now. I was being real, not like he did. Where you find now? Put him on a leash and make him think back to everything they said. They know it's me, I don't say something cause you always getting upset. Say no, but I never get depressing, so it's on red. Only coming in late when I look clean, I'ma make a mess. They don't see me, but I see they face when I make a mad. Yeah, keep your head down, boy, I'll never be the same now, boy, yeah. Just got a new whip with a V8 and it make noise, yeah. Them boys in a Civic, going 50, it's a difference. Ain't nobody see me winning, but I be here in a minute. They just wanna see me different. Kick back when I count million, now they wanna hide when it ain't safe, but they don't do it and they play games. And they like everyone for a little bit when they hate at the same time. If I don't like you, you get, yeah. 808 with a drum kick, got a